Jack Trice Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Kansas State Wildcats and the Iowa State Cyclones. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Cyclones head coach before the game, he understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. He gets a block. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. The Wildcats offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Guys, the last time these two old foes met, it finished in a one-possession game.
And it's so much fun. There's so much hype. They don't like each other. The rivalry really, really matters. And, Jesse, when it's closer games, it's even more fun, like the last throwdown they had. Expect more of that today.
Yeah, you just know this game is going to be emotional. And I think a big part of it is which of these two teams can handle that emotion. I agree. I think we're expecting this one to go right down to the wire, just like the last time these two teams played.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Johnson looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
And the crowd is getting into it early here on 3rd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. The fake wants to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. The Cyclones offense will now get its first chance with the football. Omari Hayes, this guy's every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's chat Iowa State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continued to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Play action on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Out wide left, it's Coleman Williams. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Wildcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Running inside, it's Fields. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. RPO complete.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Goes high to pull it in. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Driving forward, it's Jackson. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
That makes the score Kansas State 7, Iowa State 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Bailey. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, running back gets to give. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. The Cyclones want to crank the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Jackson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
That was a 3rd down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on 3rd down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Rayner. Unloads it downfield. Leaping grab for a big gain. There he goes. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Well, the offense defense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
And the Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play fake. Under pressure. He'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Boyd. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Wants to throw again. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Really nice job of awareness on 1st down that time by the defender. He sees it thrown. He's able to knock it down for the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. All over him immediately.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. They're all over him. He's on the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And here's the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Hits the hole. It's Jackson. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. Look out! At the 35, he's loose. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jackson. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Oakley. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those 1st downs. Get those big chunks.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Jukes his way for more. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw one first. Here comes the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on second down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And he had just enough to will that one home. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Deep in the end zone, it's Miller. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. The Cyclones in the hurry up. To throw, it's Rayner. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26.
How about the eye-hand coordination by the tight end there? That ball was not put on his body, wasn't put on his face mask, but he's able to stick out the big hand and pluck it right out of the air.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Cyclones look to keep this drive humming.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Keeps it himself. Makes one man miss. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Shakes off the defender. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. He'll do it himself. Nice move to keep running. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Man, the option is so hard to stop. It's so many bodies near the line of scrimmage on 4th and short. They run it, but just a good job by the quarterback finding space. He didn't need to pitch it. Takes it himself and gets just enough for the first down.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. It's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Nice football intelligence, understanding I'm not going to get to the quarterback, I'm not going to sack him, but if I get a mid up in the air, if I get one of those paws up there while he's throwing it, I can get the deflection and still ruin the screen pass. Really, really nice job by that defender.
The Cyclones headed quickly to the line. To the air, it's Rayner. Rushes on, throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Quick give, it's Jackson. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Selling the fake. Oh, pressure's coming. And he gets it away.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Makes a move. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They'll give it on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Cyclones send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a catch at the 10. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Catch in the middle, it's Oakley. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
Left side, it's Manning. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're with.
And they got him for the sack. Had good protection for a minute, tried to create a little more time, and the defense was there to stop it. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires immediately. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Fires to the right. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Inside his own 15. Let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the 3rd quarter. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty.
Switch it.
From the gun, hard running there. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Peppers. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Unloads to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the 2nd half to throw any completions.
Kansas State will get things going as they take over on offense. A long way to go for this offense.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football. They are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field, because that could have been disastrous.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Johnson looking to throw. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Looks it in. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Draw play, it's Peppers. Nifty little juke, and he's out to the 37 before he stopped. And the Cyclones want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They'll need a bunch on second down.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll move the tight end. Hand off again. Down he goes.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Unleashes one. And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. And his receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
Looking for a crease, it's Fields. Determined run, but he's stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. In traffic, it's Manning. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. Iowa State sending the offense back out. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Turning it on.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it. It's Fields. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. This is why you recruit dudes, right? Quarterback distributes, get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and let him do his thing.
Dude makes quarterback look good. I mean, you get it to him in space, and watch. He'll break the tackles. He'll make those plays, but nice job getting the ball out fast to his playmaker and
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wildcats. The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bailey. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Iowa State sideline, I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand if they don't make something happen right now. You see the coaches and players coming together to try to get that momentum back. I'll keep you posted on if that swings here in their favor. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Cyclones will hustle to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They're going to ride this running back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. The Wildcats come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. On the run, it's Jackson. Driven back.
And it's been a struggle for this young man. I mean, listen, he's a pretty good player, and they depend on him week in and week out to be their guy to carry the mail. Just, it's not working, and the run game hasn't found a rhythm. And I think that's why this offense, they need something. They need a spark. They need to find some way to run the football.
Rush right in his face. Inside the 30. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You could tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Turns it upfield. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass on 2nd down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the beatdown has ensued. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Coming out with it, it's Miller. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
They give it to him again, fighting off the defender. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on that play.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Rayner. Under pressure. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
And unfortunately, man, another incomplete.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Looking for a huge play. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Between the hashes, it's White. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Trying to run, it's Jackson. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
2nd down, going to throw it. Back's got it on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, you got to love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
It just took the quarterback a little too long to find his tight end that time. He's out there by the sideline, wide open. And if the quarterback can just get it to him a hair sooner, he's going to have a chance to advance that thing forward, and they're going to get more yards. So the quarterback just has to be able to make his...
Runs through, man. He might have some space. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And that's a beautiful job by the receiver, man, knowing exactly where the sticks are. Don't dance, right? Get that first down. You're on your side of the field, man. Get a new set of downs. Keep this drive alive. I love players that have that awareness.
Quick give. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Hits inside, it's Schmidt. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He'll pull it on the read. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
I'll tell you, this is a guy, a quarterback, that I trust throwing the ball on 4th down, and I trust him running the ball on 4th down, too. Go with the option. Let him make the right read. He does. Calls his own number. His athleticism takes over. They pick up the first.
Doing it himself again. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Trying to establish the run. Stopped right there.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
And he avoids the sack.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He lets one fly deep. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being a When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Dragged down after working his way. And those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They give it back to him. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it on the option. Powers through the defender. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down.
As sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15.
Here we go. Ready? Red 54, red 54.
And apparently oblivious to the concept of the play clock, it's another delay of game penalty. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.